Listen, I'm sure that everybody has seen what's been going on with Monique and her son online. But listen, we about to break some shit down. First, we're going to do this a little backwards. We're going to listen to Monique and her husband's response to Monique's eldest son um, going on live and basically saying that Monique never had a desire to have a relationship with him. She wish her the best and his brothers the best with their relationship because their experience was not his experience. Her son gave a very intelligent, professional response. You can tell that he is definitely working on his healing through this very, very traumatic situation. And I would have to say, Monique, why you telling all your sweet babies and telling all these business folk that they need to be talking and having conversations? Listen, Monique, you've been such an advocate for communication and laying things out on the table and fixing relationships and admitting when you wrong and really putting in the work to mend relationships. This is one of the most important ones that you need to be doing that with. And all I see is Big Daddy talking daddy, as your son said. And now we're seeing why people don't want to deal with your husband in business situations. He's obviously getting in the way. Sometimes he does need to take a back seat. We love the relationship. We love that you done found love. But it's now we starting to lean to the toxic side. But we about to go over this because y'all was low-key throwing some shade at your son via social media. You and your husband no, not even you. I can't even say it was you, but you allowed your husband, and he felt comfortable enough around you to basically discredit, degrade, low-key disown your own firstborn, who's been rocking with you since day one. When you didn't have shit, he was there. And he obviously really don't want shit. Should he have went online? Probably not. But obviously, like he said, he just wanted to say his piece uninterrupted. Since y'all want to sometimes say that y'all got 3 sons and then mention him on a huge platform interview that you didn't went on with, on Club Shay Shay, the Shannon Sharp show. I would have an issue. I would take issue with that too. This really need to be sat down, hashed out. Like, y'all making me relive my own fucking trauma. Y'all really are. Maybe it do need to be, everything put on the table and real healing take place. Excuse me. My allergies is killing me. The weather's up and down. It's supposed to be snowing today. But, it's making me live my own trauma. And I felt every word that he said. How can you continue to say you done did me wrong, but you expect me to run to you for some type of relationship? And then the only way you know how is to come and try to give me something to do, do a little something, and that's your way of showing love. Well, daddy might accept that. Your other kids who was born into that probably accepted that. But obviously your son, your eldest, he wasn't born into that. He obviously really do want a relationship with you. And you going online and letting daddy talk for you was a disgrace in my book. A disgrace. Damn. And I bet it's a slap in his face every time he hear you trying to give somebody advice and calling people sweet baby. I'm sure that cuts him so fucking deep. So deep. So deep. And this is the narrative that y'all trying to spin. It's absolutely horrendous. But we about to get into it. We have to listen to it.
Our community.
Give me the thumbs up, y'all, if y'all can hear that shit.
The title of our conversation, or the theme of it, is called The Long Way Around, because ain't no shortcuts. Pickles, stop playing with that paper, please. The reason we're having it is a multitude of reasons, but we're going to start off.
That dog still ain't stop playing with the paper.
Instagram that was put up.
Don't nobody listen to his ass.
TikTok that was put up by
my son, my oldest son, Shalom.
AARP can help keep you in shape today.
When you say her daddy, then that's when mommy gonna say stop playing, because you know this has been Uncle Sid your whole life. Uncle Sid knew you before you knew you.
So of course he's going to say your daddy sarcastically, because this is supposed to be his uncle, your friend, who was probably around when his daddy was around. I don't know.
For you to say her 3 sons, yes, you're absolutely right. He has 3 sons. He can't claim you as his son because he's always been Uncle Sid.
Yeah, he can claim him as his son. That's what he was supposed to do when he married you. Whether he has an active father in his life or not. And he can get specific if he wants. I have 3 sons and then I got a bonus son. What your son, Shalom, your eldest, was trying to convey was, no, y'all don't really want me around. You want to deal with daddy and what you have with him. And it was easier for you to just focus on that instead of really mending your relationships. You know, your day ones, like your son.
And he knows your daddy very well.
And
I'm sure he does.
And the irony of all of this is not what is said, but what's left off.
Yes.
See, you're leaving off the fact that the last time we laid eyes on you, your mother got you everything you needed for the newborn baby about 3 years ago.
And Shalom said
about how I, from Georgia, am talking you through getting your car after we gave you the half the down payment for it.
Parent
and
shit.
You were 31 years of age, 32 years of age.
Parent
at
shit.
That point. And I'm the go.
Parent shit. Okay. He just said y'all being there for him. And we're not talking about monetarily. And you just said that you coached your then under 30-year-old stepson on how to negotiate for a new car. So around that time to be talking about some negotiations and how to do things like that. I mean, maybe a little earlier, maybe 25, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But nevertheless, you went half with them. Kudos to y'all. To me, that's parent shit. To me, that's... And I just think it's a shame. And it's, as you would call other actors and comedians, I think it's low-hanging fruit for you to say, for you to bring up all this shit that not you per se, but that your wife, his mother, then went half on him with a car. Which really, at the end of the day, it really ain't got nothing to do with you. But let's continue.
Negotiating the deal with the dealer for you as you sit there. And you have the vehicle you're driving right now because of your mother. These are the things that you're leaving out when you're expressing what you're expressing in reference to your mother. You're not expressing the relationship that you have with your father, where you spoke ill to him
Oh, 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 Daddy, Sydney, you out of pocket. You out of pocket. You are out of pocket. Her oldest son didn't deviate from the conversation or place blame in other places that needed to be placed blame on. He didn't place blame on you and saying that you was a distraction away from his mother or for his mother from their relationship. He didn't even say go that deep with it. But now you're bringing up the relationship that he has with his biological father being somewhat tainted or severed or whatever the case may be. You are out of order. You are out of order, and this isn't fruitful. This is not what we wanted to see. This is not mending relationships.
To mention spoke ill to your mother, but somehow your mother and father
Which isn't right.
and I all have a loving relationship and communicate back and forth because of the love that we have.
But obviously,
the one thing
he cussing y'all out because y'all some gaslight, manipulate motherfuckers.
Oftentimes speak after they've heard one side of the story. There's an old saying, believe half of what you see and none of what it is that you hear.
And now that we hear y'all side of the story, it just validates Shalom's, Monique's eldest son's story more.
Please don't take our word for it, but what we will convey is this. Those who are parents and have raised their parents up to being adults, children.
And mine ain't quite there yet. My son is 15, going almost 16. And we done went through some things. Oh, yes, we have. I'm trying to get things set up on my computer. We done went through some things. Me and my son has been through some things. And this is going to be our testimony later. We have been through some things. But at no point, and we may deal with some things. He may have some feelings, harboring some feelings that we may have to address in his adulthood when he can maybe articulate it more or categorize it better for him to be able to articulate it. And we can have the conversations then. But through this situation, I'm definitely learning how not to do it. Shall we continue?
Right on.
Right on.
Those who are parents that raise their children into adulthood know that there comes a time and a place in which they determine their own decisions, their own path. You can have multiple children that are raised in one house, but they act and they take on different things. The reason why it was so important.
Shade. Hold up. That was shade. Raised in different households and they take on different things and act in different ways. Monique, you should have been like, let's tread light now. That was shade. I don't even want to hear this shit no more, for real. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I mean, my viewers. What's up? My politicians. Is that, look, I just came up with that. Look, y'all came up with it with me. Y'all my politicians. Because, baby, yeah, we speaking on some shit. We speaking on some shit over here. And the thing is, this isn't what we wanted to see, Monique. We want to see you and your son. Now, one time you want to call everybody else to the couch and say, we'll sit right here. No. All the relationships that you severed before Sydney, Daddy was involved, you need to sit down separately and have those conversations. Especially if the initial conversation is more comfortable for them to have just with you, like your son. Have that conversation. Hear your son now. He was there before anybody. He was there before anybody. He was there before the fame. He was there before Sydney. He was there before everything. And he's obviously trying to heal. You should, as a mother of an adult, want to go over there and be like, damn, I see you trying to heal. I know you said you don't want no relationship with me, but you are a part of me. So you have characteristics like me. I can teach you on how to overcome this hurt. Because I've been hurt that way. There needs to be some serious conversations, some serious sit-downs. And you and Daddy getting on like, right when I was trying to like him, he rubbed me the wrong way again. I see why people don't want to deal with his ass. I really do. Monique, you need to reevaluate these things. You need to do some reevaluation. I could tell how you just looking down and putting your head down. You know that he was doing a bit much talking like this. Let's continue.
These conversations that we typically have privately, or that we're influenced to have privately amongst the people in our community, is because we need to stop being embarrassed about being human.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to make no faces. I'm trying not to make no faces while he's talking, but it's just like, shut the fuck up. Sit your motherfucking ass down. Because you are part of the problem. You need to listen. Listen.
You will oftentimes hear us saying we are embarrassing ourselves in front of them. Who is them?
Us, the people.
Because when you hear someone articulate these things, that is the slave's mentality. It makes us believe that we as black people need to conduct ourselves with dignity because white people are watching. You should conduct yourself with dignity because the spirit of you is watching.
Mm-hmm. Sydney need to take that advice. You know what? This situation hits a little close to home for me. And I'm almost a 40-year-old woman. The way that Shalom broke down how he felt, where he was at, and what he's trying to do, he's basically saying, listen, sometimes y'all want to take me on, sometimes y'all don't. I don't even have time for that shit no more. I'm actually an adult and can choose to stay in a situation that hurts me or choose not to. But since nothing has changed on your end and you feel like it's my responsibility to mend or fix something that you broke, and you're the adult, you're my mother, you're the elder, I can't respect that. So let me be responsible and let me take accountability for my hurt before I go and hurt somebody or continue to hurt people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove myself from the situation, which ain't that hard to do because you're off doing what you need to do and trying to be better for the sons that you're trying to recreate. You're trying to recreate a life to do it better, and kudos to you. You got your second chance. Do that. But guess what? Don't mention my name at all then. Don't bring me up at all. Don't talk about grandbabies that you don't have and that you don't care to have a relationship with. And you know how I'm trying to break generational curses of, I'm going to be there for everything for my child. Then I don't want that tainted with somebody who that I know is going to be in and out of their life as a grandparent. Do I totally agree with that? No. Unless there's serious physical harm or serious psychological mental abuse going on, I don't think that you should separate the kids. The kids will understand early how a person is, what they are and what they do. Don't rob nobody else of their relationship with somebody if they're not hurting them. But I understand why he's not. I understand why he's not. And Monique, please have a conversation with your son. Please try to, not just a conversation. What the people do need to see is you fix that relationship. Sit down on the couch with him and really come to an understanding. And when you do that, we'll see that you can handle all those other situations. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. You know what they say at the end of the videos. Like, comment, subscribe. It don't cost you a thing to fool with me. But yeah, y'all know what it is. It's Politicking with Precious. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.